Hello and welcome to another quick maths tutorial. Today I'll be doing a quick recap on circle properties. So this will be a short video just explaining different parts of the circle, what they are, what they mean, and a few short equations you do need to know about circles. Okay, so here I have the circle, and I'm going to start with my first property. I'm just going to put in here, and I'll try and color code these. And since the circle perimeter is black, I'm going to type its proper name, which is the circumference. There we go. And I'll have that in black so we can identify what that is. There we go. Okay, so the perimeter of the circle is called the circumference. Now, I'm going to draw a line on the circle. We can just, and I'm going to draw it from a specific part of the circle. I'm going to have this in red. This is an important line. Okay, and I'm going to touch it from one part of the circle. I'm going to move this, and I want it there about. I want this line to. It's about right. It's passed through the centre of the circle. So if I just cross there, about roughly there is the centre of the circle, or the origin. This line passes through it, and it's known as the diameter. Now, half of this is called the radius, and that's also very important. Just going to call that R. Okay. I will type this in as well as we're going. Okay, so the diameter passes through from one end of the circumference to the other, but passes through the origin, the centre of the circle, and half of that, so from the origin to the any point on the circumference, is called a radius. They're important, and probably the most important things about the circle. So diameter, and I'll put in bracket 2 times diameter, 2 times the radius, sorry, because that's what it is. Okay. The next one that I have, I'm going to call it a. I'm not actually going to draw this on, but do this in yellow. It's not that important. I'm going to call this. That's not very straight, but it's alright. This I'm going to label as an arc, and that is a proportion of the circle, of the circumference of the circle's circumference. So it's not the full thing, and it is subtended by 2 radii, which is important, as I'm actually going to type in an equation that we need to know, and that is that the area of the circle, I'm going to call that A, that is equal to, I can't really see if I have the pi sign, which is a constant, oh I do, there we go, area is pi r squared, okay. So the area of the circle is pi, which is a constant number, 3.14, your calculator should have that, times the radius squared of that circle, and the circumference of the circle, and we'll label that with C, is equal to pi d, or double the radius, okay? So they're 2 important circle equations for you to know as well, so I'll have them there. And for the arc, I'm not going to write down the full equation for it, but an arc is a proportion of the circle, of the circumference of the circle, and it's subtended by this angle here. I'm going to call that theta. So the proportion of theta out of the full turn of the circle, which is 360 degrees, is the same as the proportion of the arc with the whole circumference. So if we times it by theta over 360, we'll actually, the circumference, we'll actually get the arc. So we need to know what the angle is. If I times it by theta over 360, 60. There we go. And the same can be said, I'll just change the colour now, the same can be said about something else, and I'm going to just cross this in. This is called a sector, and that is a proportion of the area. So likewise, do an arrow there, we times the area of a circle by the proportion of the angle to the full 360 degrees of the circle. Now there is just a few more things to do. So I'll just change the colour for last time. Oops, keep pressing that. To green, because I haven't used that yet. Draw a line here. This is a chord. And that is just a line from 2 points of the circle that does not pass through diameter. Okay, quickly, this, you don't need to know this, but this is a segment as well, as the area is subtended by the chord and the circumference. And lastly, let's add one more line. I'd like to shape. This isn't actually part of the circle, technically, this line, and put it in dark blue. And let's have it touch which point here? This point. I'll just draw a straight line for now. Now let's move it, and it's needed to touch the circumference of the circle at one point only, and that is called a tangent. Wrong colour now, but this is the last thing. And that is just a line, a straight line that touches the circle at one point. So I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you in the next circle related videos.